Hello, my dear listener, and welcome to EnglishStoryHub. I am so happy you are here today because this space is made for you, the learner who wants to enjoy English in a simple and natural way. On this channel, we learn through storytelling, through calm words, and through the small details of everyday life. In today's episode, we will take a gentle journey together. It is a journey through something very ordinary, yet very powerful for learning English, our daily routine. Think about your own day. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you have breakfast, you leave the house, you go to work, you meet people, you come home, you relax, and finally you go to bed. These simple actions form the rhythm of your life. And when you can describe them in English, you are already speaking about something real, something personal, something everyone understands. That is why learning daily routines is so important. In this episode, I will guide you through one complete day in my life, from the quiet moment in the morning when I first open my eyes, to the calm moment at night when I close them again. Along the way, you will hear many useful verbs and expressions, like wake up, wash my face, have breakfast, go to work, cook dinner, and go to bed. These words are simple, clear, and powerful. They are words you can use every single day to share your story with the world. But remember, this is not a grammar class. I will not give you long explanations or difficult rules. Instead, I will simply tell you a story in English, using clear and easy sentences. All you need to do is listen. Relax. Let the words flow into your mind. With every sentence, your ears and your brain become more familiar with the language. Slowly, naturally, English will feel more comfortable. So, wherever you are right now, maybe walking outside, maybe cooking in your kitchen, maybe resting in bed, just enjoy this time with me. Let the sound of English carry you into the rhythm of a normal day. By the end of this episode, you will not only know the vocabulary for a daily routine, you will also feel more confident using it in your own life. Welcome again to EnglishStoryHub. Take a deep breath, relax your mind, and come with me as we begin the story of a new day. This is the rhythm of my day, and soon it can be the rhythm of yours. The morning begins with soft light touching the window. My eyes open slowly, and I take a deep breath. New day is here. I stretch my arms, move my legs, and feel the blanket fall away. With a little effort, I sit up, place my feet on the floor, and stand. The ground feels cool, and it wakes me completely. I walk to the bathroom. Cold water splashes across my face, and the feeling is sharp but refreshing. I brush my teeth carefully, looking in the mirror as the sleep fades from my eyes. Starting the day fresh gives me a sense of energy and clarity. From the bathroom, I move to the kitchen. The house is still quiet, and I enjoy this peaceful time. I make a simple breakfast. Some days it is bread with butter, some days it is toast with jam, and often I add fruit like a banana or an apple. Sometimes I prepare cereal with milk, or a small bowl of yogurt. I always prepare a hot drink. Most mornings it is tea, but sometimes I prefer coffee, and on warmer days I even choose a glass of juice. A warm cup of tea or coffee in my hands makes the morning feel complete. What about you? Do you drink tea in the morning, or do you prefer coffee? After breakfast, it is time to get dressed. I open the wardrobe and choose what to wear. On cool mornings, I take a sweater or a jacket. On warm mornings, I choose a light shirt. I put on trousers, fasten buttons, and check myself in the mirror. Clothes change the way I feel, and the right choice makes me ready for the day. I pull on socks, step into my shoes, and tie the laces. If the sky looks gray, I prepare an umbrella. If the sun is bright, I place sunglasses in my bag. These small choices are part of every morning, and they give shape to the routine. Before leaving, I check my bag. I make sure my phone is there along with my keys, my wallet, and the things I need for work. Sometimes I add a notebook, sometimes a small snack, sometimes just a bottle of water. When everything is ready, I put on my coat, open the door, and step outside. The air outside feels new. It can be cool, warm, or full of sunlight, but it always carries the feeling of possibility. The street is no longer empty. People are walking, cars are moving, voices are in the air. I take another deep breath, feel the weight of the bag on my shoulder, and begin my walk. The morning has fully arrived. I have woken up, cared for myself, eaten breakfast, dressed, prepared, and stepped into the world. This is the rhythm of my day, and it begins every morning. Key verbs and phrases: morning, wake up, stretch, sit up, wash face, brush teeth, make breakfast, drink tea or coffee, eat fruit, prepare cereal, get dressed, put on shoes, check bag, leave the house, step outside. After stepping outside, the day truly begins. The air feels fresh, and the street is alive with movement. People hurry along the sidewalk, cars pass quickly, and bicycles glide by with a soft rhythm. I join this flow, walking with steady steps. Some mornings I take the bus, but today I decide to walk. The short walk to work gives me time to notice the details around me. I see a small shop opening its door, the smell of fresh bread coming from a bakery, and the sound of children laughing as they walk to school with their parents. These little moments remind me that every day is full of stories. When I reach the office, I greet my colleagues with a smile and a quiet, "Good morning." Politeness is a small action, but it creates a friendly start. I go to my desk, place my bag beside the chair, and turn on the computer. The screen lights up, and the workday begins. The first task is usually checking emails. Some messages are quick to answer, just a simple yes or thank you. Others require more attention, perhaps writing a short report or preparing a document. Sometimes I also check messages on my phone, reply to quick notes, or confirm a schedule for later. As I type, I focus on using clear words because clear communication saves time for everyone. After emails, I look at my to-do list. Planning is important, so I write down the main tasks for the day. It might be finishing a project, preparing slides for a meeting, or helping a colleague with their work. Sometimes I add small personal reminders too, like drink more water or call a friend later. These simple notes make me feel organized, and organization gives me peace of mind. Soon it is time for the morning meeting. Everyone gathers around the table, or sometimes we connect online. The meeting begins with updates. One person speaks, then another, and each of us shares what we are working on. When it is my turn, I explain my tasks, my progress, and any problems I might face. Meetings can sometimes feel long, but they are useful. I listen carefully to the ideas of others, and often I learn something new. Listening is as important as speaking because good teamwork is built on both. After the meeting, I return to my desk. The office is filled with quiet sounds. The tapping of keyboards, the low voices of people discussing, the ringing of a phone in the distance. I focus on writing an article for a client. Writing requires concentration, so I take short breaks, stretch my back, and drink water. Staying comfortable makes the work easier. Sometimes I change tasks, reading documents, preparing lessons, or checking notes for tomorrow, because variety keeps the mind active. Around midday, my stomach begins to remind me that it is lunchtime. Lunch is not only about food. It is also a pause for the mind. I leave the desk and head to the small office kitchen. Today, I eat a simple sandwich with some vegetables and drink another cup of tea. Sometimes I bring food from home, like rice with chicken or a small salad. Other days, I go out with colleagues to a cafe nearby. We sit together, talk about non-work topics, and share small jokes. Sharing lunch with friends creates a nice balance, because work is not only about tasks but also about connection. What about you? Do you bring food from home, or do you prefer to eat out? After lunch, the afternoon begins. I feel more relaxed but also ready to continue. The second half of the day often moves faster. I finish writing tasks, check documents, and prepare lessons for students. Some afternoons I have online meetings. Sitting in front of the screen, I see faces from different places, and I explain ideas or answer questions. Online meetings remind me how connected the world has become. With a single link, people from different cities can share the same space. Later in the afternoon, I take a short break. I walk outside for a few minutes to get fresh air. A short walk clears the mind and gives energy for the final part of the workday. When I return, I feel more focused. I look again at my to-do list and check what is left. Sometimes I need to finish a report, sometimes prepare an email for tomorrow, sometimes review a plan with a colleague. The last hour is about closing tasks so that the next morning can start clean. The light outside begins to change. Afternoon slowly turns into evening. The office becomes quieter as people finish and leave. I organize my desk, close the computer, and pack my bag. With a final look around, I say goodbye to my colleagues. The day of work is finished, and now another part of the routine is waiting: the journey home. Walking outside again, I notice the difference. The street no longer feels like morning. The pace is slower, the sunlight softer, and the voices of people carry a different energy. I take a deep breath and feel the small satisfaction of a day of work completed. This is the rhythm of my day, and every task adds to its flow. Key verbs and phrases: daytime, walk to work, take the bus, greet colleagues, turn on computer, check emails, reply to messages, write reports, prepare documents, make a to-do list, join a meeting, share ideas, listen carefully, finish tasks, have lunch, go to a cafe, attend online meetings, take a break, get fresh air, pack bag, say goodbye, leave the office. After leaving the office, the afternoon carries me into a softer rhythm. The energy of work begins to fade, and the outside world feels more open, more personal. The sun is still in the sky but lower now, and the light feels warmer. I walk slowly, letting the stress of the office drift away. On some days, I stop at a small shop to buy fruit or vegetables for dinner. The shop is full of colors: red apples, yellow bananas, green cucumbers, bright oranges, and fresh herbs. Sometimes I buy bread, a bottle of milk, or even a small snack to enjoy on the way home. The shopkeeper greets me, I smile back, and this short exchange reminds me that even the smallest conversations bring a sense of connection. If I do not go shopping, I might meet a friend for a quick coffee. We sit at a quiet table in a small cafe, the sound of music in the background, the smell of coffee in the air. My friend asks, "How was your day?" And I answer with a few stories. I ask the same question and we share moments of laughter. These short meetings bring balance. They are not long, but they add joy to the routine. Simple phrases like "How are you?" or "What are you up to?" keep English alive in real situations. What about you? Do you enjoy meeting friends after work? Or do you prefer to go straight home? Sometimes the afternoon includes a walk in the park. I enjoy seeing families with children, people jogging, and dogs running across the grass. The path is lined with trees, and the leaves create patterns of light and shadow. Walking in the park gives me time to think, to process the day, and to prepare for the evening. While walking, I often listen to music or even another English podcast because learning can happen anywhere, even in these small breaks. If the weather is not good, I might go straight home. The bus ride or train ride becomes part of the transition. Sitting by the window, I watch the city pass by. People come in and out at each stop. Some look tired, some read books, and some scroll on their phones. In this quiet time, I reflect on the day and plan what I will do in the evening. These ordinary routines, taking transport, waiting at a stop, walking from the station, may seem small, but they create the rhythm of daily life. Arriving home in the late afternoon feels comforting. The door closes behind me, and I step into the calm of my own space. I take off my shoes, put down my bag, and wash my hands. The house feels familiar, and I breathe easier. The afternoon has now moved into evening, and the activities change with it. Some days I begin cooking right away, preparing vegetables, boiling rice, or making a simple soup. Other days I sit for a few minutes first, resting on the sofa, scrolling on my phone, or writing a quick note in a journal. Giving myself this short time to pause makes the evening feel lighter. The transition from afternoon to evening is not just about time. It is also about mood. At work, the focus is on tasks, deadlines, and teamwork. In the afternoon, especially after leaving the office, the focus shifts to personal life, to health, to relationships, and to rest. Even small choices, buying food, meeting a friend, walking in the park, show this change. They mark the movement from duty to comfort. And of course, afternoons are not always the same. Sometimes I stay longer at work, sometimes I travel to another part of the city, sometimes I take care of errands like going to the bank or the post office. Each variation brings new actions and new feelings, but they all belong to the same rhythm of the day. By now, the sun is lower, and the sky may turn orange or pink. This soft light signals the close of the afternoon and the gentle beginning of the evening. The world slows down, people return home, and the busy streets grow quieter. My steps also slow as I move toward dinner, rest, and the peaceful close of the day. This is the rhythm of my day, moving slowly from duty to comfort. Key verbs and phrases, afternoon and transitions: leave the office, walk slowly, go shopping, choose fruit, buy bread, meet a friend, drink coffee, share stories, walk in the park, listen to music, take the bus, watch the city, arrive home, take off shoes, rest on the sofa, prepare dinner, run errands, slow down. The evening begins as I step back into the quiet of my home. After a day of work and movement, this moment of returning always feels gentle. I close the door, place my bag down, and take off my shoes. The silence inside is different from the noise of the streets. I walk into the kitchen, wash my hands, and decide what to prepare for dinner. Cooking in the evening is part of my routine. Sometimes I keep it simple. Maybe pasta with sauce, rice with vegetables, or an omelette with fresh bread. Other evenings, when I have more energy, I try something new. I cut onions, slice tomatoes, boil water, or fry garlic in oil. The smell fills the kitchen, and I feel comfort in the process. Cooking is not only about food. It is about creating warmth for myself and sometimes for family or friends. Preparing a meal is also preparing a moment. When the food is ready, I sit at the table. Eating dinner is more than filling the stomach. It is a pause, a time to enjoy. If I eat alone, I might play soft music, listen to a podcast, or watch a short video. If I eat with family, we talk about the day, share small stories, and laugh together. The phrases are simple. How was your day? What did you do? But they carry meaning. They connect us after hours apart. Conversation during dinner makes the food taste even better. What about you? Do you usually eat alone, or do you share dinner with someone? After dinner, there is always the task of washing dishes. It is not my favorite part of the evening, but it belongs to the rhythm of the day. I turn on the water, add soap, and clean each plate, glass, and spoon. Sometimes I listen to music while doing it just to make the task lighter. When the kitchen is clean again, I feel a quiet satisfaction. Order in the kitchen brings order in the mind. Now the evening opens into free time. Some nights I sit on the sofa and turn on the TV. I choose a light program, maybe a comedy show, maybe a travel video, because laughter and curiosity are the best ways to end a long day. Other nights I read a book. The pages invite me into another world, and the calm of reading slows my mind. If I want to connect with others, I call a friend or a family member. A short call, a warm voice, and simple sentences like "I miss you" or "take care" bring happiness to both sides. Sometimes I go for a short evening walk. The streets are quieter now, the lights are softer, and the air is cooler. Walking at night feels different from walking in the morning. It is slower, calmer, almost reflective. I listen to my own steps, think about the day, and prepare my mind for rest. As the night deepens, I return home and prepare for bed. I brush my teeth again, wash my face, and change into comfortable clothes. These small actions signal to the body that it is time to sleep. I turn off unnecessary lights, close the curtains, and create a peaceful space. Before lying down, I sometimes write a few notes in a journal. I write simple sentences. Today I felt busy but happy. I cooked a nice dinner. I talked with a friend. Writing helps me remember the words, and it also helps me reflect on the day with gratitude. Even short sentences in English are valuable, because they connect thought and language. Finally, I lie in bed. I close my eyes, take slow breaths, and let go of the thoughts of the day. The house is quiet, the street outside is softer, and sleep begins to come naturally. The routine has reached its last step. From waking in the morning to closing my eyes at night, the rhythm of actions has carried me through. Each step, wake up, work, return home, eat, relax, and sleep, creates balance. The evening is not only the end of the day. It is also the preparation for tomorrow. Rest gives energy and routine gives stability. With this thought, I fall asleep peacefully, ready for another day to begin again. This is the gentle close of my daily story. Key verbs and phrases: evening and closing the day, cook dinner, cut onions, slice tomatoes, fry garlic, sit at the table, share stories, wash dishes, clean the kitchen, watch TV, read a book, call a friend, go for a walk, prepare for bed, brush teeth, write notes, lie in bed, fall asleep. Let's take a gentle moment to look back at the story of this day. From the first light in the morning until the quiet night, we walked together through a complete daily routine in simple English. We began with the morning. Do you remember? We woke up, stretched our arms, sat up in bed, washed our face, brushed our teeth. Then we moved into the kitchen to make breakfast, drink tea or coffee, eat fruit, get dressed, put on shoes, check the bag and leave the house. These actions created the foundation of the day. Then came the daytime routine. We walked to work or took the bus, greeted colleagues, turned on the computer, checked emails, wrote reports, prepared documents, made a to-do list, joined meetings, shared ideas and listened carefully. We finished tasks, had lunch, went to a cafe, returned to the desk, joined online meetings, took breaks and finally packed our bag to leave the office. These words belong to the language of study and work. The afternoon brought transition. We left the office, walked slowly, sometimes went shopping, chose fruit, met a friend, drank coffee, shared stories or walked in the park. We listened to music, took the bus, watched the city pass by, arrived home, took off shoes, rested on the sofa and prepared dinner. These small but meaningful actions showed the shift from duty to comfort. And finally, the evening. We cooked dinner, shared stories at the table, washed dishes, cleaned the kitchen, watched TV, read a book, called a friend, took an evening walk, brushed our teeth, wrote notes in a journal, lay in bed and slowly fell asleep. These last steps brought peace, closure, and preparation for tomorrow. So now think about your own life. Which of these actions belong to your routine? Which parts feel similar and which feel different? Try to tell your day in English, even with just a few simple sentences. Because when you connect English to your daily rhythm, the language stops being just words, it becomes part of who you are. This is the power of a daily routine. Simple actions, useful words, and a rhythm that belongs to you. And so, my dear listener, we have reached the end of our journey through one complete day. From the soft light of the morning to the quiet darkness of the night, we have walked step by step together. You listened to the rhythm of waking up, working, relaxing, and resting. You practiced simple words, useful verbs, and everyday phrases that can help you talk about your own life in English. Remember, progress in language learning does not come from one big step. It comes from many small ones. Every time you listen, every time you repeat, every time you think in English, you are moving forward. Even if it feels small, it is still progress. Celebrate it. Be patient with yourself and keep walking. Now, I want you to try something simple. Tomorrow, as you go through your own routine, speak it in English. Even if it is only in your mind. Say, I wake up. I brush my teeth. I make breakfast. Go to work. Come home. Go to bed. These short sentences, repeated day by day, will slowly become part of you. The more you connect English to your real life, the more natural it will feel. Thank you so much for spending this time with me here on English Story Hub. I am truly grateful to share these moments with you. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe so you never miss a new story. Share this podcast with a friend who is also learning English, because learning together is always easier and more fun. And I would love to hear from you. In the comments, write about your own daily routine in English. Tell me, what time do you wake up? What do you eat for dinner? How do you relax in the evening? Your story is important, and sharing it is another way to practice. So until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep believing in your progress. You are on the right path. This is English Story Hub, wishing you peace, patience, and joy in your English journey. Goodbye for now, my friend. This is the gentle close of our story, and the quiet beginning of yours.